Hello everybody, I'm Pat Sherwood and welcome inside the CrossFit Update Studios. I'm joined today by somebody who has been an individual competitor at the CrossFit Games 5 times. Last year, he competed on the Invitational team for Australia, and this year he finds himself as the coach of the Pacific team. Of course, I'm talking about Rob Forte. Rob, thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Pat. Glad to be here.
Now, we chatted a little bit. When you first found out that you were selected as coach of the Pacific team, how did you receive that news?
Well, when I read the email, it was early in the morning, so sort of sat there and looked at it. A little disappointed that I wasn't on the team, but once it actually sunk in and I realised the opportunity, I was really excited about it. So to be able to coach those guys, that opportunity doesn't come around very often, and there's a lot of pressure that comes with the job, and I find that I deal with pressure pretty well, so I was pretty excited about the role once I actually thought about it for a little bit.
We're excited to see you as coach. Last year, you competed as an individual and you experienced Chad McKay's coaching style. What did you learn from him, and how will you have the greatest impact now that you're the coach?
Well, Chad, he's been in the game for a long time, and his team, CrossFit Active, has competed at the CrossFit Games many times, so I think he had a lot of great people around him supporting him and sort of telling him what he needs to do along the way. So the programming, the bonding as a team in the lead up to it, all that sort of stuff that I'll definitely implement for my team. When we get there, just pretty much look after their bodies, make sure they're doing all the right things, making sure everybody knows what to do, when to do it and how to do it. So implementing that game plan, making sure everybody gets along, is having a good time, but staying super focused, and then also doing a good job at the after party as well.
Now, all the CrossFit fanatics all around the world, they can go onto the internet, break down all the stats, find people's clean and jerks, Frans, all that good stuff, but sometimes the numbers don't tell the whole story. When you look through your experienced eyes at your team, what do you see?
So I know these guys fairly well, especially the boys. I've competed with them. Caja, we prepared together for the CrossFit Games, regionals, that sort of stuff. So if I start with Kevin, he's a really nice guy, gets along with everybody, so I think he'll gel really well with the team. He's athletically really good. He'll adapt on the fly. We saw that at the CrossFit Games with the pegboard event. He just did really well in events like that most people are unfamiliar with, which I think will be good on the day. Ben, he's a fiery athlete. He's a competitor. He'll do really well on the team. He's had a lot of team experience too, so he knows what to do, when to do it, how to do it. So I think those guys will work really well. The thing that may get us unstuck a little is Ben's 5'5", Kevin's 6'1", so we're going to have to manage that if there's synchronised movements, but I think those two will work well. They'll figure it out. And then with the ladies' side, Caja, we all know that she's a beast. She's the most experienced on the team, so she's done this quite a few times. She's competed at the games multiple times, so I think she's got the most experience. Tia, she's a good all-round athlete as well, a good person. We spent the whole weekend together, all the Reebok athletes, so she got along with everybody really well. And those two together, I'd love to see a lifting event and love to see the numbers
I bet they would too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
you've got the second fittest woman in the world on your team. I mean, it's a great start.
Second and fifth.
Unbelievable. So every team showing up there is full of incredible athletes. They're all a threat. But when you look at them, who are you keeping your eye on and why?
So I think Team Canada is one to look out for. Last year they dominated. Apart from the final event, they come unstuck a little bit on some rope climbs. But if you eliminate that, they were dominant. But if you look at the teams this year, they're very different to last year. So I think there's a clean slate. I think the results can be very different because the teams are very different. So I think we're just concentrating on our thing and what we need to do and not worrying about who's on what team and who they have and who they don't have.
Well, thank you very much for all your input, your insight. Best of luck to you and your team at the Invitational.
Thanks, Pat.
That was Rob Forte. If you want to see him and the Pacific team and all the other teams throwing down to the CrossFit Invitational, there's still plenty of time. The event is on December 6th in Madrid, Spain. Plenty of tickets still available at games.crossfit.com.